विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा माधव राधे जय राधा माधव जय राधे। जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव
जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। जगद्गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। जगद्गुरु वैष्णव की जय।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Ronnie Prabhu, Shivani Mataji, Vijay Mataji. Thank you so much. Sorry, मैं कीर्तन में आने में लेट हो गया. Little bit, I missed it. So Hare Krishna and pranams dear devotees. So आप सबका हमारे evening program में स्वागत है. Today is an auspicious day when Srila Prabhupada he arrived in USA. So जैसे आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा, so we will have a little special class today and hope that Prabhupada's lotus feet also comes in our heart also. So I'll start the class now. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So जैसे हमें मालूम है कि आज का जो दिन है, it is a day when Srila Prabhupada arrived in America. आप में से किसी को मालूम है? कौन बताएंगे मुझे कि कितने दिन की जर्नी थी प्रभुपाद की? Who remembers how many days Prabhupada traveled in that cargo ship? He didn't go take a flight. उन्होंने फ्लाइट नहीं ली, बल्कि एक जो मालवाहक जहाज होता है जिसमें सामान लेके जाते हैं, उस जहाज में उन्होंने यात्रा की. और who remembers? Tell me. Raise your hand. Who remembers how long was the yatra? Okay. Meenakshi Mataji is saying 40 days yatra. So you can imagine somebody traveling for 40 days. 40 दिन तक कोई एक जो है समुद्री जहाज में जा रहे हैं. और Ronnie Prabhu has written 35. Somebody said 38. So you can imagine for somebody going, मेरे पास 38 लिखा हुआ था यहाँ पर. So anyway, whether it's 38 or 35 or 40. So question is, you can imagine कि पूरा एक महीना somebody is traveling. हम लोग यहाँ से कोई भी फ्लाइट लेते हैं, यहाँ से मायापुर भी जाते हैं, और वहाँ तो एंटिसिपेशन में जाते हैं हम कि समथिंग गुड विल हैपन. या और देख सकते हैं कि जाते हैं तो उस 2-3 घंटे की फ़्लाइट के बाद भी हम परेशान हो जाते हैं कि कब ये फ़्लाइट उतरेगी, कब वापस आएंगे. सो यू कैन इमेजिन समबडी बीइंग इन 40 डेज इन ए मालवाहक जहाज़, और वो समुद्र के जो लहरें हैं उसके ऊपर नीचे कर रहा है. हु हैज़ नेवर ट्रेवल्ड आउटसाइड इंडिया और इन ए शिप. ही वाज सी सिक ऑल्सो. ही हैड 2 हार्ट अटैक्स ऑल्सो. सो आप समझ सकते हैं कि और उनकी जो उम्र है, he was 69 year plus. तो a 70-year-old man from Vrindavan traveling first time by sea, doesn't know what does seasickness means. He could not even eat for a few days. And then he had 2 heart attacks, and then he reached America because he wanted to follow what his Guru Maharaj had instructed him. And he was preparing for it, to go, but and he didn't know anybody there. उनके पास कोई पैसे नहीं थे. He was only carrying 40 rupees with him, which had no value. वो 40 रुपए की अमेरिका में उस वक्त जो इंडियन रुपी आज भी वैल्यू नहीं है, बट तब कोई एक्सचेंज नहीं करते थे. Nobody would exchange in that time कि कोई रुपी को डॉलर में एक्सचेंज कर दें, बिकॉज इंडियन करेंसी हैड नो वैल्यू. और उन्होंने जब वो उतरे वहाँ से महालवाग जहाज से, तो जो शिप के कैप्टन थे, ही सोल्ड हिम फ्यू भागवतम्स, क्योंकि उनके पास ट्रंक में ही हैड ओनली टेकन श्रीमद् भागवतम विद हिम. और वो भागवतम के बदले ही गेव हिम सम डॉलर्स, and those dollars, he took with him when he came out. और वो जो 40 रुपए थे, जब वो उसके बाद 2 साल बाद जब वो भारत गए वापस, जब उनकी तबीयत खराब थी, तो वो टैक्सी के काम आए उनके, वो एयरपोर्ट से दिल्ली आने के लिए. लाइक दिस. सो यू कैन इमेजिन कि हम कहीं भी बाहर की कंट्री में बिना पैसे के गए हुए, और जहाँ कोई जानता नहीं है, कोई पहचानता नहीं है, कोई आपको लेने नहीं आ रहा है, और आप ऐसे बिल्कुल ही एक नए देश में जा रहे हैं. इट इज़ नॉट ईजी. सो ही वेंट फॉर अस बिकॉज हिज गुरु महाराज हैज टोल्ड कि जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जो शिक्षाएं हैं, इनको पाश्चात्य देश में फैलाइए. और हम लोग आज सारे के सारे ही पाश्चात्य सभ्यता से हम लोग अफेक्टेड हैं. Many a times when I see that all of us, including devotees, we get very impressed with the Western civilization, their standards, their morals, what they live, what they eat, what they wear. और ये सिर्फ प्रभुपाद की कृपा है कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु को मालूम था कि कैसे सारा विश्व जो है पाश्चात्य संस्कृति से प्रभावित होगा, और सब जो है अंग्रेज़ी भाषा को फॉलो करेंगे. और जो श्रीला प्रभुपाद है, उन्होंने सारा अपने जो ग्रंथ हैं वो अंग्रेज़ी भाषा में लिखे, और आज वो सारी दुनिया में 70 से भी ज़्यादा लैंग्वेजेस के अंदर उनका ट्रांसलेशन हो चुका है. और so all those things he did for us, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's God himself, so he knows what is in store for us. So he inspired his devotee to speak, to write in English and also speak in English, so that we can do. Otherwise हम लोग आज तिलक लगा के या कुर्ता डाल के या धोती लगा के नहीं बैठे होते. All this is due to mercy of श्रील प्रभुपाद. आज मैं दिन में सुन रहा था प्रभुपाद की मेमोरीज, जैसे बहुत सुंदर हैं. आप लोग यूट्यूब पे जाके यूट्यूब पे जाके सर्च कर सकते हैं प्रभुपाद मेमोरीज. तो जो आप प्रभुपाद मेमोरीज आप टाइप करेंगे तो आपको आ जाएंगे बहुत सारे जो प्रभुपाद के शिष्य हैं, जो आज इस्कॉन में चाहे बड़ी पोजीशन पे ना हो, बट दे गेव देयर हार्ट एंड ब्लड एंड स्वेट टू प्रभुपाद. बहुत सुंदर उनकी मेमोरीज हैं, और वी अंडरस्टैंड लिटिल बिट देन हाउ ही वाज देयर एज ए पर्सन. और आज मैं अच्युतानंद प्रभु की सुन रहा था. ही वाज द फर्स्ट वन ऑफ द फ्यू डिसाइपल्स हु केम टू इंडिया फर्स्ट टाइम. आप लोग में से जो लोग प्रभुपाद लीलामृत पढ़ रहे हैं, उनको पता होगा कैसे अच्युतानंद प्रभु आफ्टर कीर्तनानंद महाराज, ही वाज द सेकंड वन टू अराइव, और ही वर्क वेरी क्लोजली विद प्रभुपाद. तो आज उनसे महात्मा प्रभु पूछ रहे थे कि इट्स अ वेरी ओल्ड रिकॉर्डिंग कि हाउ डू यू थिंक अबाउट प्रभुपाद, व्हाट वाज द टाइम लाइक, हाउ वाज ही. और so Achyutanand Prabhu said it was like being with the prime minister of multiple galaxies, like that. He says that's what I thought, that he could run galaxies. और उन्होंने बोला कि प्रभुपाद के, हम सोचते थे कि जो प्रभुपाद का, मैं सोचता हूँ आज भी कि जो प्रभुपाद थे तो वहाँ जो देश के जो विदेशों के जो प्रधानमंत्री या प्रेसिडेंट हैं उनको लाइन लगे खड़ा होना चाहिए था, और सारे देवी देवताओं को लाइन पे लग के खड़ा होना चाहिए था उनका स्वागत करने के लिए, टू अंडरस्टैंड विच पर्सनैलिटी हैज़ कम फ्रॉम द स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड फॉर अस। ये उनका आत्म साक्षात था कि उन लोगों को फल नहीं मिल पाया जो इतने बड़े बड़े प्रेसिडेंट प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे। कुछ लोग मिल पाए पर ज़्यादातर लोग नहीं मिल पाए। तो he says all those prime minister presidents and all the demigods should have been lined up everywhere where Prabhupada went. So एक जो प्रभुपाद का जो हम देख सकते हैं वो प्रभुपाद की जो ग्रंथ हैं उनमें से देख सकते हैं, और दूसरा जो प्रभुपाद है उनको हम देख सकते हैं उनके शिष्यों द्वारा, भी जान सकते हैं। और also we can know Prabhupada from those who are struggling to follow what Prabhupada gave us, like this. So what we are going to do, हम लोग आज जो है मैं आपको एक बुक शेयर करूँगा। So we'll be reading from this book. ये बुक है, ये आपको स्क्रीन शेयर पे दिख रही होगी। इसका बुक का नाम है What is so special? What's so special about Srila Prabhupada? This is a book which was compiled by Srimati Mataji some years back, rather many years back. बहुत सुंदर बुक है, और unfortunately, though I have the book, I haven't read it very much. So when I was trying to prepare, what should I prepare for this class? So I spoke to Sitarani Mataji, and then she suggested I can read something from this book. Rather, she also suggested what should I read from this book. So जब मैंने पढ़ा वो सेक्शन मैंने पहले नहीं पढ़ा हुआ था, so it really touched my heart. So then I thought we will share. Or so we will be reading from this book. I will read 1 or 2 paragraphs first, and then I will invite all of you to please raise your hands, and then we can all read some part. We have 45 minutes left, so we'll try to read as much as we can, and then last 3-4 minutes I'll keep open for us to share what did we understand or what touched our heart by hearing all that we have read. So this is the book, What is so special about Prabhupada. This this copy I will give you today. We will post this copy, the PDF of this book. Otherwise, this book is very thick. So the book is very thick. It has 500 pages, complete A4 size, but PDF copy is there. It has some small mistakes, so please overlook them. Type of it. Little mistakes are there, not too many, but few. So just ignore my request. And so we'll read now from this book. I will open the page. Why I can't open the page? 1 second. Okay. Is this readable?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. 1 second. So this is the section which I want to read with all of you. This section says, Srila Prabhupada's devotees remember him. So we'll take darshan of Prabhupada's lotus feet. This is Prabhupada lotus feet. And so now we read this section. I will read the first 1 page, and then I request all of you to please raise your hand, and then we will read, all of us will read turn by turn. आप जितने भी लोग हैं, मुझे नहीं पता अभी हम कितने, अभी हम लोग 27 devotees हैं. So I would want कि हम 27 के 27 if we can read it. So I will read from now. Srila Prabhupada's devotees remember him. Arundhati Devi Dasi. Most of them are Prabhupada disciples. Arundhati Devi Dasi. Srila Prabhupada was an incredible, loving, wonderful father figure. He was the warmest person. I didn't know love until I met Srila Prabhupada. That's what stands out to me. He was an incredible preacher, knowledgeable and self-realized. But the greatest thing for me was his warmth, his incredible warmth and love. So you can see, right? Usually we don't write such lines for a father figure. Usually we write such lines for a lover, isn't it? Usually we write like this. He was the warmest person. अगर father को छोड़ दीजिए, he was the warmest person. I didn't know love until I met Srila Prabhupada. So one can understand that how much love a person would have to attract such young people and made them do what was inconceivable to all of them. Next, Harishari Prabhu. It was Srila Prabhupada's qualities of warmth and kindness that touched me the most. From being with Prabhupada, you could immediately understand that he had a genuine concern for your welfare. He was serving us. He was putting himself out in so many different ways just to give us the opportunity for spiritual life. It made you want to reciprocate by offering whatever service you could to Srila Prabhupada. There was nice reciprocation going on. I always felt very comfortable in Prabhupada's presence. Of course, there was the formal guru-disciple relationship, and one had to be careful not to transgress that. But at the same time, Prabhupada was very accommodating. He was wonderfully warm and humble. He always made you feel wanted. He always made you feel significant in some way. He knew that he knew what you were doing, and he was happy with it. He could encourage you. He would also chastise you at different times if you did things wrong. But that chastisement had the same effect as his praise. It made you Krishna conscious. You understood that it was for your own benefit. It was never materially motivated. Srila Prabhupada was very happy to be with us. He appreciated the fact that young men and women had given up best part of their lives for spreading Krishna consciousness movement, and he always showed that appreciation. Kaushalya Devi Dasi. The whole town of Surat laid out a red carpet for Prabhupada. People strung saris from buildings to building to shade the path where we did Nagar Sankirtan. So you can understand कि वो पतली पतली गलियां हैं और वो दोनों के ऊपर एक गली के दोनों तरफ जो घर है उन्होंने साड़ियां लगा दी थी ताकि धूप ना लगे प्रभुपाद को और जो भक्त थे, because Surat could be very hot. Everyone hung out of the windows and threw flowers and rice on us. Hundreds of people garlanded us, and the garlands piled up so high we had to take many of them off. Prabhupada tirelessly went to various programs, spoke for hours to hundreds of people, and gave them a little prasadam. Surat was magical. By that time, Prabhupada knew I had memorized the Ishopanishad and was able to sing it. So once when we went to a village outside of Surat, he asked me to sing the Ishopanishad. I was only 18 and very nervous, but I stood up and sang all the verses. Prabhupada always treated us like his children, and when I finished, he beamed like a proud father. He called me over and pulled my head on his lap. He patted my back and rubbed my head and said he was proud of me. It was one of those magical moments I will never forget. He was very warm and affectionate. So now you can take turns and can read. Today also, when I was hearing from Achyutanand Prabhu, so Achyutanand Prabhu कह रहे थे कि कैसे कि he said that he was speaking about Ishopanishad, and Prabhu just shared how at that time they had the conviction कि जो भी व्यक्ति नया व्यक्ति अगर वो ईशोपनिषद पढ़ लेगा एक बार में, he will become a devotee. And he says this book is simply magical. So when we hear from these devotees, we get a glimpse into Prabhupada, into his preaching in the earlier days, and it will give us many ideas to preach. It will tell us what Prabhupada wants us to do. Of course, many things were based upon time, place, circumstance, but we can get Prabhupada mood by hearing from these devotees. So now I will request devotees to share. Sorry, to read turn by turn. Maybe one, how many of us have raised hands? Okay, so I will just ask first. Is Gaurav Prabhu? Gaurav Prabhu, you can share. So you can read, maybe we'll see how many more raised hands. So maybe one page each we can read. Go ahead, Gaurav Prabhu, from Sri Nandanandan Prabhu.
Sri Nandan Prabhu. In the early days, when was sharing an apartment with a young man, Srila Prabhupada discovered that he was keeping meat and dog food and other abdominal things in the refrigerator. Prabhupada began crying, thinking, now I have broken my vow of sannyasa. I am living in a place where they are keeping meat, but determined to serve his spiritual master, he went on with his preaching. It was because of this great determination and faith, even in the minds of so many difficulties, that Srila Prabhupada gained grace of his spiritual master and became so successful. Hare Krishna.
Go ahead. Read.
Atma Tattva Prabhu. Everybody was singing Shri Gaur Charana Padma
Shri Guru
while
Charan Padma.
Prabhupada was on the
Gaurav Prabhu, Shri
Shri
Guru
Guru
Charan.
Charana Padma. Shri Guru Charana Padma. While Prabhupada was on the Vyasana with his eyes closed, playing the kartals and singing, I asked Loknath Swami, isn't this song glorify Prabhupada? He said, yes. I said, how come he's singing? He said, he's singing it to his spiritual master. The day before, Loknath Swami had asked me to put my name in for initiation. I said, I am not ready yet. But after I heard this explanation from Loknath Swami, I said, to include my name for initiation.
This is a very
Maldi
famous
Devi Dasi.
incident. One second. This is a very famous incident where somebody, a new bhakta or not so new bhakta, was requested to take initiation and he had refused. And because he wasn't sure that whether Prabhupada is my guru or not. And after this incident, when he saw the Guru Puja is happening, और उस वक्त जो गुरु पूजा होती थी, it used to be very elaborate. And Prabhupada was sitting in a big Vyasasana and everybody will worship him. Because Guru Puja. And when this devotee he saw, he understood everybody is glorifying him, but उनको ये समझ नहीं आया कि ये प्रभुपाद क्यों गा रहे हैं साथ में. और जब उनको ये पता चला कि प्रभुपाद अपने गुरु महाराज के लिए गा रहे हैं, then immediately in his heart he understood that he's a very special soul, and he's the one. So what do we learn is that as a even though Prabhupada was getting so much glorification, but everything he was passing on to his Guru Maharaj, which we see from his writings also, unke lectures unke bhi, but he was acharya, so he was practicing the same thing which was being done to him. So just this, through his acharan, he was turning hippies into Vaishnavas. That was the potency of Prabhupada. That somebody just saw an incident. Many have happened like this. एक नहीं है, ऐसे सैकड़ों ऐसे उदाहरण है जहाँ somebody saw something and immediately understood. He's extraordinary. Yes, Prabhu.
Malti Devi Dasi. We didn't know very much about Vaishnava etiquette, and we had to get a fire ceremony together, although we had never seen one before. We were told what to get. The first thing was ghee. I found out that is was butter, and that is was going to be put into the fire. I thought, my God, was a what a waste. The whole thing seemed bizarre, but we got the various items together, and Prabhupada performed the yagna. He gave the four of us bananas. We looked at each other. What do you do with the banana? Well, you peel it. Somebody came up hurriedly and told us, Prabhu told us, no, you put in the fire. Okay, we put in the fire. The next thing you know, he said, bow down, bow down. But his accent was thick. There you are, there you are. You have just gotten a new name. You have just gotten your neck beads on. The fire is cracking. And bow down, bow down. We were looking at each other again. What to do? What to do? Then Haridas figured it out. He got on his hands and knees, and we all got on our hands and knees and started bowing the fire right on Srila Prabhupada's face. Srila Prabhupada's eyes could become saucer like homogeneous, and at this time they got very large. He picked up his kartal and started a kirtan. Of course, he was asking us to bow down, but we had no concept or instruction on Vaishnava etiquettes. This was the third fire ceremony, and we were confused souls exhibiting our confusion through his completely astounding behavior.
Thank you, Prabhu. So we can see the devotees, they were so new because they were young Westerners. हाँ? और जब प्रभुपाद बोला bow down, तो क्योंकि प्रभुपाद की एक्सेंट वैसे बंगाली एक्सेंट और इंडियन एक्सेंट वैसे भी डिफरेंट है, so then they thought he's saying blow down. तो वो नीचे झुक के उन्होंने वो फूक पानी शुरू कर दी जगह के ऊपर, वो सारा धुआं, सारा आग वो प्रभुपाद के आंखों पे और मुंह पे आ रही है. हाँ, और आप देखिए कि how much Prabhupada tolerated, you know, because he understood कि these are sincere souls. कई बार भक्ति में हम आते हैं, हमारी immediately भक्तों के साथ और भक्तों से expectation इतनी बढ़ जाती हैं that we come in the mood of taker, not giver. But Prabhupada came to give. He didn't come to take. So we should know that when we interact with devotees, we should not have expectation. Rather, we should think how I can help them. और अगर उनसे कोई गलती होती है, then we should not take offense. Rather, we should tolerate. Because if we take offense, it will be bad for their spiritual health and for us also. Because उनके लिए इसलिए खराब हो जाएगा क्योंकि they committed a offense against a devotee, और हमारे लिए इसलिए खराब हो जाएगा क्योंकि हमें जो भगवान है वो अच्छा, जो भगवान के नाम का टेस्ट है या अच्छी संगत है, उसमें टेस्ट नहीं मिलेगा. Because we are not fit for that. Because we are whimsical and we take offenses just like that. So we should be very, ये हमें शुरू से ही बना के रखना चाहिए ताकि आगे जाके हम गलतियां ना करें कि we should never have the expectation. और अगर जो लोग नए हैं भक्ति में या जो हमारे साथ भी हैं गलती हो जाती है, then we should not take any offense. वो artificially तो नहीं कर सकते हैं, but still one should try not to take offenses, not to be judgmental, and just help devotees. और अगर ऐसा करेंगे, then we know that then Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be very happy. Because he's called Patita Pavan. So Patita Pavan मतलब कि वो पतितों का उद्धार करने आए हैं. So we should know कि हम सारे ही पतित हैं. अगर हम सारे अच्छे होते तो सतयुग में कहीं बैठे होते, या इस material world में ना होते. So all have faults. We are full of faults. So is everybody and so is us. So one should never take, one should learn and see inspiration from this such incidents, that how tolerant Prabhupada was. He never said, "You do you know who I am, from where I am coming," like that. He did that with his devotees once they became pakka. Then with the close ones, then he would chastise. But initially he never did like this. Okay, next we have Vinod Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Deen Bandhu Prabhu. Prabhupada was lecturing from his big Vyasasan in the new temple room in Los Angeles. At the end of his lecture, Prabhupada said, "So if you will just follow these 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds, then you will go back to home, back to Godhead. I guarantee it." He paused and looked around at all of us. Then he said again, "I guarantee it."
There have been, अगर आप टीचिंग्स पढ़ेंगे प्रीवियस आचार्यस की, अगर हम पढ़ेंगे भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, we will find that nobody took a guarantee for anybody. Nobody took that I guarantee you do this and I will guarantee it. Nobody did that. You can read Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Nobody said. They gave shiksha. They said this is what is required, and even for their senior ones, they never took. So it is the compassion and potency of Srila Prabhupada that he's taking for such new devotees who don't know the meaning of bow down, blow down. They don't know what to do with the fruits in the yajna because they don't have that culture. They're not coming from that culture. They don't know. So for such devotees, that Prabhupada is saying that I'll guarantee it. So one should have faith, but one should not be complacent, but always try to improve our service. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead.
Urvashi Devi Dasi. I was in Montreal Temple in 1975, and we were going to go to the Mayapura festival and the opening of the Krishna Balram temple. Before we left for India, I went to Los Angeles to visit my parents, who were favorable to Krishna consciousness. My mother made garlands for Srila Prabhupada and helped cook. When I was leaving to go back to Montreal, my mother said, "Is there anything I can give your spiritual master? I would like to send something along with you." I said, "Whatever you want." She had guava trees and she said, "I have made some guava jam. Do you think he would like that?" I said, "I'm sure he would." I took her jam with me to India, and in Vrindavan, I gave it to Prabhupada's servant to give it to him. Later, the servant told me that Srila Prabhupada wrote my mother a letter appreciating the jam. It was so sweet. He appreciated that little service so much and wrote quite a long letter to my mother and talked about me. "Your daughter is nicely engaged in devotional service. She is happy and she is being well cared for." My mother appreciated that very much. My mother left her body recently and I was with her for the couple weeks leading up to her death. I sat by her bedside and read Bhagavad Gita to her every day. She had on headphones with Prabhupada chanting japa, and just moments before she passed on, she was listening to the Krishna meditation tape. Her little bit of service and her appreciation for a pure devotee is Srila Prabhupada's mercy.
Thank you, Prabhu. You see, he made the good fortune for everybody who came in contact, not just his disciples, but their parents. कोई भी व्यक्ति that he found little bit that he would appreciate, or anybody who becomes favorable to a Mahabhagavad, he can write off millions of sins of previous births. So this is how he made good fortune for millions of souls, and continue to do this even today. Okay, next we have Amit Sharma Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Balwanta Prabhu, my wife and I were in the Boston airport, and my wife gave Prabhupada a garland. Some say that women should not be allowed to give garlands to Prabhupada, but she gave him one then again at Guru Puja time. When she garlanded him, Prabhupada smiled. Then he went to New York, and we also went. I was temple president at that time, and one advantage of being temple president was that you could write to Srila Prabhupada. Previously, anyone could write to Srila Prabhupada, but he started getting too much mail. Then only the temple presidents wrote to him on behalf of all the devotees in the temple. Also, temple presidents should could visit Srila Prabhupada when he came to the United States. Once, a number of us US temple presidents went to Prabhupada's room, and Prabhupada said, "Where are your wives? The wives is protection for husband. When the husband goes traveling, the wife should also go." Sudama Sudama Prabhu. Afternoon after his nap, I was bringing him a little rasgulla and some drink. The sun was going down when I started to enter his room, which faced the backyard. The whole room seemed purple and gold. There was a curtain. There was
Okay.
certain energy in the room. Srila Prabhupada was chanting and crying tears of ecstasy. Well, we did not even have the nectar of devotion yet. I got alarmed, backed out of the room with the tray, went to Govinda Dasi and said, "Govinda, what's happening? Is Prabhupada okay? Is he having a fit?" She said, "No, no, uh, that's just Srila Prabhupada having a relationship with Krishna. That's Krishna consciousness." I said, "Wow." I went back, and 5 minutes later, Srila Prabhupada was still there, and this time he stopped me from leaving. He said, "Sudama, don't leave. I am crying because of the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. By his mercy, I am allowed to see Krishna. I see him right now over those grasses. Oh man, it was so heavy that I started crying." He said, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Because you are so powerful and merciful. I have never met a soul like you." He said, "That is Krishna's arrangement." Malti Devi Dasi. In the beginning, we were curious about how to chant. What what do you do when you chant? And do you think? Srila Prabhupada said two things. You don't do not you don't do anything and you don't think anything. You simply hear. To this day, my endeavor is to somehow or other hear this his chanting.
Thank you, Prabhu. So we can see how these devotees, they got a peek into Srila Prabhupada's personal sadhana. And it is just amazing to read all of these pastimes from such special devotees. Okay, next we have Shivani Mataji.
Shrutkirti Prabhu, a devotee said to Srila Prabhupada, "Srila Prabhupada, it's very difficult to control my mind, and when I chant, it wanders." Srila Prabhupada, so what is the controlling of your mind? You have to chant and hear, that is all. You have to chant with your tongue and sound you hear. What is the question of mind? Hari, Hari Vilas Prabhu. I was invited to his room to receive Brahminical initiation, the Gayatri Mantra. I was really excited. I walked into the room and offered my obeisances. Prabhupada mentioned to me and said, "Come closer." I went as close as I thought I should be. He said, "Come closer." He made me sit right next to him, and then he gave me a piece of paper with the Gayatri Mantra on it. He said, "Come a little closer." And he began to repeat the words of mantra close to my ear. It was very intimate. We were alone in the room. He began to speak to me, saying, "So, are you leaving?" I said, "Yes, Prabhupada. I was going to leave the next morning." He said, "So, you are going to Kale?" I was wondering, why is he saying this? How does he even know about Kale? Kale is a port on the French coast, the North Sea coast. I was going from Dover to Bologna. I said, "No, Prabhupada, not the Kale. The hovercraft does not go from Dover to Kale." He said, "You are sure?" I said, "Yes, Prabhupada, you are wrong." Then I realized what I was saying. I was telling Prabhupada that he was wrong. I felt that I should not had say that. He looked at me and smiled. "That's all right," I said. "Thank you so much," and offered my obeisances. He said, "Thank you very much. You continue pursuing the work in Paris." So I went and I kept thinking, why did he say no to Prabhupada? Why did I say no to Prabhupada? I should not have said anything. When I got to Dover, there was an announcement. "Ladies and gentlemen, due to rough sea today, the hovercraft will be going to Bologna." I was a little bit surprised. "Hovercraft will be going to Kale today," I said. Oh no, what a fool I am.
Yes, sir. Such experiences many devotees had, that he will say that you're going here or the plane is going here and they will say, "No, Prabhupada, it is going like this." And they will find that after, few minutes or whatever that circumstances are will change, uh, and the devotees will have a realization, like in this case, that he had no idea what is Kale, what is Boulogne, what is Dover, what hovercraft he's taking or how he's going, no idea. But we see what was the result. I was hearing Achyutanand Prabhu and he says that as devotees get, uh, as devotees, and especially the Parambhagavas, they can also see the past, present, and future, because even the topmost rishis can do that. So the devotees, such Paramhansa, Mahabhagavats, they are way above them, so they can see everything. Only thing is they don't want to show it off like this. But sometime few things slip and one get a peek into which personality we are dealing with. Yes, Mataji.
Kaushalya Devidasi. In Amritsar, he was training us a personal habit because in India, he said, "Everyone will watch all of your habits. Never touch your food with your left hand." He taught us how to peel a banana without touching it with our left hand. He taught us how to drink water from a glass without touching it to our lips. He was particular about our habits because he said, everybody will be watching and making sure that I have taught you well." Once Prabhupada asked me and Yamuna to lead the kirtan. We were singing varieties of prayers, and when we finished, somebody in the audience criticized our Sanskrit pronunciation. Prabhupada fired back to them, "You don't have 1/10 of the devotion of these women. How dare you criticize their Sanskrit?" He was very angry. He had a transcendently passionate personality and was very protective of us.
Thank you, Mataji. So we can see that how at one he was like a, जैसे जो कुम्हार होता है वो एक तरफ से he is holding the मिट्टी के जो वो बर्तन बनाता है, then one he is holding, another hand he is shaping like this. So expert preacher is like that with one hand you train and in the other hand you support also like this. And I don't know where it was, but I think it was in India when I think it was Jamuna Mataji, and Prabhupada had invited some of his god brothers to honor prasadam with Prabhupada, and he insisted that Yamuna Mataji and other Mataji, they serve prasadam, and they were a little hesitant because the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they, in the traditional way, they don't interact with women like this, and also not so closely that you are serving them prasadam. Prabhupada insisted, and they gave you can understand with the heat, and they had to take, cover their head and also serve. And they were surprised to see that Prabhupada is engaging women into serving sannyasis like that. And once the prasadam was going on, when it was finished, then Prabhupada said that they love me so much, they will do anything for me. And then he stopped and he said, and I love them so much, and I will do anything for them. And Yamuna Mataji says, those words carried me till date, that how much Prabhupada loved us, like this. So now we'll share and read the next one. Next is Ankita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Vaman Jan Prabhu. The last year that Prabhupada was here in Los Angeles, the GBC came to me and two others and asked if he would like to be Srila Prabhupada's bodyguards. He thought the three of us should split up the 24-hour watch. About the middle of the second week, we were doing this. My good friend Bhaskara, who was one of the other bodyguards, and I were having lunch. He said, did you notice that Srila Prabhupada does the same thing at the same time every day? I said, yeah, it's amazing. You can almost set your watch by him, Bhaskar said. Someone gave him a brand new pair of slippers the other day, and he only wears them from his room to the curtains outside the temple room, and then he takes them off. After class, he puts them on, wears them to go upstairs, and takes them off at his door. I said, yeah. He said, they are new, and I looked at them last night and got the model number and the manufacturer's name and bought another pair exactly like them. Well, what are you going to do with them? His feet are not the same size as your feet, Bhaskar said. Tomorrow morning, when he goes down for class, I'm going to exchange them for my slippers. And then he will wear my slippers back upstairs. Then I will exchange them again, and I will have a pair of slippers that Srila Prabhupada wore. He will have only worn them one time, but Srila Prabhupada will have worn my slippers. I thought, wow, that's a good idea. Tomorrow, I'm going to go out and buy a pair of slippers and do the same thing the next day. The next day, we got together at lunch again. I said, did you get your slippers? He said, yeah. I said, where do I buy mine? He said, you shouldn't do it. I thought, yeah, you got your slippers. He said, let me tell you what happened. Srila Prabhupada put his slippers on in the morning, came downstairs, took them off by the curtain near the temple room, and I exchanged them. After class, Srila Prabhupada came out, put on my slippers, and wore them upstairs right into his room. He never took them off at the door, I said. Really, what did you do? He said, I stood there chanting japa and thinking, what am I going to do now? I was there about 5 minutes when a sannyasi came and asked, is your name Bhaskar? Yes. The sannyasi said, Srila Prabhupada had a message for you. He thanks you very much for the new slippers. You may keep the old slippers, but most importantly, he said, it's not nice to play tricks on the spiritual master.
So this experience many devotees had. आप लोगों में से जिन्होंने प्रभुपाद श्रुत कीर्ति प्रभु सुना होगा कैसे एक बार वो प्रभुपाद का जिन्हें वो he wanted to use the sacred thread और उनके मन में बात थी और कैसे प्रभुपाद ने बोला कि इसको काटो इसको सारे को. First he said them to cut and then he asked them to cut again like this, because all these devotees were new, but they had attachment to Prabhupada. That attachment to Prabhupada carried them much higher than with all the Rishi Munis and Tapasvis who stayed in Satyuga or Dwapar Yuga or Treta Yuga, because they were so attached to Prabhupada. Many such incidents, maybe hundreds of them have happened, where people will do like this and devotees, they want something from Prabhupada and then they will find that he has found out. But he would give. He will give and teach a lesson like this time. Such a cultured way. You've given them the slipper, okay, you can take my slipper, but told them, don't do it again, like this. So we will read further. Now next is Anita Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anita Mataji, you can read. Okay. It's not there.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dharmasanam. Madhusudan Prabhu. When I was 18, I was getting acne. And Srila Prabhupada asked me, what is on your face? I said, there are pimples, Prabhupada. He said, you should put a little tilak on them. So I put tilak spots on my face, but I was too embarrassed to walk on the streets with white dots on my face. The next time he saw me, he asked me about my pimples again and why wasn't I using the tilak. I said, I can't walk around like that. It's just too. He said, take a little olive oil and boric acid and heat them in a spoon over the fire. I put that ointment on. Sure enough, that combination produced a salve that looked just like any ointment. That was his personal caring side. Urvashi Devi Dasi. I was in the Chicago temple when Srila Prabhupada visited. That was the time of that very famous controversial press conference about the 24-ounce brain and the 32-ounce brain. When Prabhupada was at the airport about to leave, he saw one of the Matajis distributing big books. And with a huge smile, he said, my women disciples have a 64-ounce brain.
This was very, very typical of Prabhupada, क्योंकि जब वो प्रभुपाद जिन दिनों थे वहाँ पर, तो वहाँ पर जो feminist movement है, it was like a you can say one of the happening things at that moment in America. और Prabhupada, जब he said कि there is a difference between even medically it is proven that the brain size is different, then many of the women, especially the reporters, they didn't like it because they couldn't understand what he's saying. So he said, at the level of soul, you're equal. And if you come and if you remain stuck at the bodily consciousness, I'm a man and woman, then you have to live with whatever advantages and disadvantages they are there. Or many places, Prabhupada stuck. अगर आप आज की डेट में देखेंगे कि anything which is not in time with our so-called liberal values, which are there all over the world, or something which is not very conducive, then many spiritual leaders, you'll find they sugarcoat it or they don't talk about it. So even, but he had so much faith in the Shastras, so much conviction, and he never treated his disciples like a man and a woman. He always told them that if you think you are a woman or a man, so then you belong there. That each body has advantages and disadvantages. But when you become a Vaishnava, then you transcend the bodily consciousness. और इसीलिए ये जो सुना हमने कि कैसे ये he saw those young Matajis distributing books, and he said with a huge smile that my disciples have 64-ounce brain. Yes, Mataji, please.
Revati Nandan Prabhu. That night, all the people from the Gita press showed up to hear a very philosophical lecture on the Vedanta Sutra. Prabhupada started speaking about Vedanta Sutra, but after about 15 minutes, he pointed out that the ultimate knowledge of Vedanta was knowledge of Radha and Krishna. He quoted the line, Jai Radha Madhav Kunj Bihari, which means that Radha and Madhav are enjoying in the pleasure grove in Vrindavan. At that point, he stopped talking and sat up very straight with his eyes closed. A little tremble went through his body. When we were traveling in those days, sometimes Prabhupada would be tired and would doze off while sitting in his seat or waiting on the Vyasasana. But this time he was sitting up very straight, and there was a little tremor in his body. He sat quietly for several minutes, and both the Kita Press people and the devotees were spellbound watching him. We knew that he had drifted into a trance right there on the Vyasasana. You could have heard a pin drop in the room. Nobody said anything. Nobody moved. Anybody just watched. Everybody just watched him. Finally, he opened his eyes and said, "So this song is very nice. You should all learn to sing this song." Then he got off the Vyasasana and went into his room. That was the end of the lecture.
Thank you, Mataji. So, a couple of times, even Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also, he showed external symptoms of being a Mahabhagavat, and same was with Prabhupada. But he always kept them private and never showed that it has any great meaning. Okay, so now we have only 4 minutes left. So we still have 2-3 devotees who have raised their hand. So I want everybody to raise. So Arpita Mataji, Anupa Mataji, and Nidhi Mataji. You can all read one of them. I hope you won't mind. Just read one each, so everybody's turn will come. Go ahead, Arpita Mataji.
Kaushalya Devi Dasi. We were in New Delhi during the Bangladesh War. Every night Prabhupada wanted to work, talk to us, have meetings and darshana with different people, but we had to keep the lights off due to mandatory blackouts. Prabhupada was unhappy about that and decided to black out the windows. I put black clothes over the windows and that night surprised him by flipping on the lights. He said, "Oh Kaushalya, you have blacked out the windows. That is first class intelligence. First class intelligence is you do what needs to be done without anyone telling you. Second class intelligence is I say to you, do this and that, and you do it. Third class intelligence is I say, go do this or that. You run out the door and then come back and say, what was I supposed to do?"
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, next, Anupa Mataji, read the next one, please.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Dhanvantana.
Hare Krishna.
Badri Narayan Prabhu. Karandhar told me that once Prabhupada was walking in the Chariot Hills, Los Angeles, when they went past a big house. Prabhupada said, "Someday we will have a big house like this for Krishna." The devotees said, "Jaya Prabhupada." Prabhupada walked a little further and there was a big circular driveway with a big stretch limo. Prabhupada said, "Someday we will have a big car like this for Krishna." The devotee said, "Jaya Prabhupada." They walked past another house and out of nowhere a dog came running down the driveway. Prabhupada said, "Someday we will have a big dog like this for Krishna." The devotee said, "Jaya Prabhupada." Prabhupada said, "You fools, what do you want a big dog for?"
So he always tested devotees like this. Many times he will say and see whether they are attentive or they're just blindly saying. So nice, nature Prabhupada. Yes, Nidhi Mataji. Go ahead.
Govinda Devadasi. The night he had a stroke was very traumatic. He was weak, and the boys, Satswarup, Brahmanand, or whoever was there, would take turns sitting him up, opening the Srimad Bhagavatam, and listening as he continued teaching and reading the story of Prahlad Maharaj. Even though he was apparently suffering and at a very critical time, hovering between life and death, he did not care. He only cared about teaching us. I was deeply affected at that moment and realized a lot of things. I saw how much he loved us. I had never seen such selfless, pure love, and I realized that he wouldn't be with us very long. I made a vow that I would do everything I could to take care of him, help him, and do whatever I could to make things easier for him.
Thank you, Mataji. So, like you see, that the relationship between them was that of a love between a guru and a disciple, and just by seeing, they used to see how much they used to love each other. Okay, last we have Neha Mataji. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, and what
Hi.
names? Malti Devi Dasi. Just before our departure to London, we went to Srila Prabhupada's apartment and requested his blessing. He was sitting on the low asana and had a big garland on. We were allowed to put our head to his feet, and he put his hands on our head. Then, laughing, he put out his arms and asked me to give him my child, Saraswati. Prabhupada held her by his chest, with his face and her face both facing forward. He encircled Saraswati with his garland while he was still wearing it. And then he smiled largely and said, "They will say, what kind of sannyasi is he?" He was referring to his godbrothers. He had just spoken to us about how his godbrothers had been sent to London and how they could not get anything done. He said, "The sannyasis have gone. I now am sending grahasthas."
Yes, that he said many times. But we see his interaction with his disciples, that he didn't make Pandita Samdarshina. He saw everybody as a soul who has inherent love for Krishna, and they only need an opportunity to get re-engaged. Okay, we have one Megha Mataji left. Yes, go ahead, Megha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat. Malati Devi Dasi. We were in England until 1970, and initially it was very difficult. We had no money, we couldn't work, and we didn't have any contacts. It was quite a struggle just to maintain ourselves. Sometimes we had to live separately in different districts all over London, but we were united and focused in our desire to get a center for Srila Prabhupada. Shyam Sundar found out where the Beatles were recording and went to their studio. But it was well protected with automatic doors and guards. There was no way to get in. But suddenly a Rolls Royce came up. In those days, the devotee man and woman more vivid yellow dhotis and saris. Shyam Sundar had a very yellow dhoti on and a bright blue Nehru jacket. He had a shiny shaved head. He was not exactly inconspicuous. He couldn't blend in very well with any of the locals. So when the gates opened for this big Rolls Royce, Shyam Sundar hunched over on the passenger side of the car, away from the guard, and started going in with the car. Then the car window came down. A little head came out and said, "Oh, you must be George's friend." It was Yoko Ono. She said, "Come in." Shyam Sundar got inside Apple Studios in that way. He sat down. One minute. Actually, ये proper बोल रहे check कर दो दिख नहीं रहा. Where was it? Prabhuji, I lost the line where I was.
Third line from below.
Yes, okay. Okay. It was Yukono. She said, "Come in." Shyam Sundar got inside Apple Studios in that way. He sat down in the little lobby, and when George came out, George said, "Where have you been, man? I have been waiting for you guys." That was the initial introduction to the Beatles. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. So that is how the magic of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started unfolding. That from these simple grahasthas who got second initiation, I think in Montreal they got that second initiation before going to Europe. Prabhupada told you take Brahman Diksha, and इनके पास इतने भी पैसे नहीं थे कि जब ये लंदन जाने के लिए आई थिंक दे वेंट टू एम्स्टरडम, क्योंकि इन्होंने ये देखा सबसे सस्ती फ्लाइट कहाँ से है. सो आई थिंक दे वर टू एम्स्टरडम, और वहाँ से लंदन जाना फॉर अमेरिकन वाज नॉट डिफिकल्ट. बट जब उन्होंने पैसे पूछे तो दैट ईच वन नीडेड टू हैव सम मिनिमम अमाउंट टू एंटर इनटू यूके. दे डिडंट हैड. So what they did कि पहले एक कपल गया, उन्होंने सारे पैसे थे उसको दिखा दिए, फिर वो अंदर चला गया, फिर वो पैसे उन्होंने मनी ट्रांसफर से वापस भेजे, फिर सेकंड कपल केम इन, फिर उन्होंने पैसे वापस भेजे, फिर द थर्ड कपल केम इन. That's how they entered. And और यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं कैसे the Beatles, who were the most popular band in the world that time, that out of nowhere, that one of the Beatles' wife, girlfriend, she said, "Come on in, you must be." Because of their dress, they stood out, you know. और वो तो चुपके से चलते गाड़ी चलेगी, मैं भी अंदर घुस जाऊंगा. But she invited him in, and then George Harrison very famously said, "Ki, where have you been? I've been looking for you." So that's how the magic of Krishna consciousness spread, and those work which could not be done by big sannyasis of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was achieved by simple grahastha couples, and the reason was their attachment and faith in Srila Prabhupada, that they wanted to please Srila Prabhupada. और ये जो opportunity है, this still available to all of us also. So I was thinking two things. That one, today is Wednesday. Is it okay with you if we continue the same session and read this section tomorrow? ठीक है?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Or secondly, I was also thinking, we will post this book for all of you to read. Please read the book. Or what I'm thinking is next week Purushottam month is starting. So I'm thinking to give a break to our Bhagavad Gita classes. And in the Purushottam month, we will read this book, What's So Special About Prabhupada, from the beginning. Is that okay? Ek month ke liye. We'll see how the month goes, what to do in the Kartik. But Purushottam month, we want to read about Purushottam Prabhupada, see that who was he, and to hear about him, his dealings with devotees, him as a person, like that. So that's a very intimate side of Prabhupada. ठीक है?
हाँ जी, yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
ठीक है. So we'll continue this session tomorrow, and then Monday onwards, from Monday to Thursday, we will start reading what is so special about Prabhupada. So few devotees have written. I just want one or two to share. How did it touch our heart reading what we read? So Ruchi Mataji saying, thank you, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Shivani Mataji saying, so wonderful pastimes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anita Mataji saying, more we read, our heart craves for more. Very nice anecdotes. Yes, Prabhuji. Okay. Gaurav Prabhu is saying, yes, Prabhuji. So thank you so very much. So Krishna willing, we will continue from tomorrow. Tomorrow we will finish this section, and from next week we will start the book from the first chapter onwards. So all of you जिन लोगों ने सबने पढ़ा, so आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, and I hope and pray that we can get attachment to the lotus feet of Prabhupada. Harpita Mata is saying, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Ankita Mata is saying, such heartwarming pastimes remind me of 64 qualities of Krishna. Each pastime has a unique quality of Prabhupada. Yes, Mataji. Rani Prabhu is saying, simply reading about Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, the philosophy gets more clear. Because what we're getting is culture. So culture means philosophy lived. That is a practical aspect of philosophy, is culture. So Rani Prabhu will share the soft copy in all the three groups today. And we hope, and I pray for all of you that as Prabhupada arrived in USA today, that from today that we get attached to and have a desire that Prabhupada's lotus feet arrive in our heart also. So I'll pray for all of you, and I request all of you also to pray for all of us, those who are here today and those who couldn't be here for some reason. Pray for all the devotees in our Sangha that Prabhupada lotus feet could enter our heart. So, thank you so very much. I'll end the class here. Namo Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunevadi पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जगत गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की जय। वंच कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Babuji. Thank you so much.